Just to be on the safe side, that is one of Cinder's fire elementals on top of the road, just over the pool.
Yes.
It could be. Those hags had a few elementals. Could be
That
the
one
hag.
specifically is mine.
Hag fire.
Yeah. Last video turn.
Then
Oops, sorry.
I'll avoid ice storming the whole area just for the sake of it.
Wait, I didn't give you the staff of ice.
Yes. So we are live, and I'm just wrapping up the last bit of stuff because apparently the Discords have broken YouTube links for music again. So I'm just trying to find some kind of ambiance to play in the background for this. So you just bear with me.
I think we had misery going last time.
No, the bot broke YouTube links, so it doesn't matter what it is. I just can't play it.
Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. I can't play it.
Aren't it bots?
Yeah, it's dumb.
It's supposed to be better.
It's supposed to be, but it does not like the links. It says it's suspicious and doesn't wanna run any links. I've tried several. It's quite annoying. Oh, I'm just trying to find something that runs long enough so I don't have to keep repeating it. Aren't all these people in their short music?
They should know we need something longer.
I just need something royalty free. I can credit in the comments. I just need music that won't get copyright. This one's 26 minutes. I mean, nobody else is going to be able to hear it. But at least you'll hear it on the screen. Stream. Alright. That's going to have to do. Yeah, I'm going to pull the away screen down. Here we are. Okay, it's not recognizing the right. Yep, it's got the other one. Okay. That's easily fixed. Hold on. Good thing there wasn't anything incriminating on there. Ha ha ha.
Oh.
That's what you think. Wahahaha.
Listen, sometimes I have to check. You
Look,
never
I
know.
saw a hole
You never know
in a
what
guy.
what you forget to leave on the screen or take down. Close that.
Art said he's fit to close before you open up Twitch on them.
Yeah, and I just
That was all fit for.
What?
The number of times I've had like 20 tabs up on a browser on a video conference and suddenly realized what one of them is in the middle.
Since we're at the end of this too, there's been a number of times where I've even opened Discord tabs and forgot which tab I was on for Discord, and
oh dear,
OBS likes to do the little view the pop outs, so it was like I had to rig it so that it would stop just taking the entire computer screen, because when a pop-up comes up and somebody sent you something that you don't need anybody else seeing, it's like, oh, now I have to go back and cut that footage out. Yeah, good times. Anyways, it's the finale. Hey, you made it this far, person watching on YouTube. Congratulations. 31 episodes in, a year in the making. Welcome. It's time for us to die. Possibly. Oh, god damn it, I put it back on the wrong thing. This is frustrating. Okay, let's figure out how I keep screwing this up and change it. Because
I am digging the music.
yeah, no, that's all fine. It's just that it's doing the wrong window capture. So I closed it and switched it over to tell it to do the other Firefox correctly, and it was just like, okay, I fixed it, and then it's like, no, you didn't fix it at all. Okay, so it is that one. Not going to the right window capture. It's a problem I'm having. Okay, there we go.
Well, at least it's a pretty epic picture till we get the right one on. There we are.
Yeah. See, it's like that's not. It's like that's not the problem. It's just frustrating. It's like you're not on the right one. At no point in the formatting has it ever been on my main monitor. It's always been on the side monitor, so I don't have to worry about fussing over it. But there, it's fixed now. Hello, hi, we are here. This is our introduction now. Hope you ready for that wonderful 7 minutes. I'm Rindis. I'm playing the monks Ashir. We are currently in the middle of a fight. I don't even remember how many rounds into the initiative we are, but we stopped at the top of the order. Everybody else has a chance to introduce themselves, which we're just going to go down the line. There I am. Down the line, next is Dido.
Hi, I'm Dido. Tonight I'm playing Cinder, the paladin hexblade, who cut their way out of a hag. So now I'm on the chase. Water. To kill a hag. Oh, did I need to write down that Cinder is a female again?
And then
Because water.
There's water.
Because water is wet. On to Stefan.
Hi, I'm Stefan. Tonight I'm presenting Uncle Constantine, everybody's favorite alcoholic, non-generian gnome ranger, who's extra high tonight, but that might be because of the flying boots.
And last but never least is Dougler.
Hi, I'm Dougler. I'm playing Chell, the changeling wizard. And let's bitch slap some hags.
And of course, our beautiful DM, Shay.
Hello everyone, I'm Shay and I'm playing everybody else. Bad guys and good guys and middle guys all included. And we are today in the finale of the Wild Beyond the Witchlight campaign. The party has engaged themselves against the Hourglass Coven in a final showdown after releasing Zybilna, their sister, from a temporal stasis, and subsequently causing them to flee for their lives in fear. Not far enough, it seems. The party traveled to... where is this again? Traveled to...
It's either the demon plane or devil plane. One of the hells.
No, it is neither. It is neutral evil.
Huh.
Yeah, isn't it?
Gehenna.
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say Pandemonium, but that's not correct.
Gehenna?
Yeah, you all traveled to Gehenna, where they have their last little holdout, and beat up some of your allies without realizing that they were enchanted. Didn't kill any of them, thank goodness, and have set one of 2 kidnapped children free. Dealt a whole lot of damage to one of them, some moderate damage to another, and no damage to a third. But we pick up here mid-combat as the party is fighting in this final confrontation. And before anything else, I need a D3 and a D4 and yes, I was right the first time. A D3 and a D8.
I'll do the D8.
Too slow.
Beats.
Shit, that means I gotta fix this. Hold on.
You already had that one. Let's roll. Well, actually, let me just.
Is a 1.
All right.
Oh.
We'll do that.
Going to beat me to it. Well, 1 is a 1. Just confirming.
All right. So, 2 on the floor. At the 20 initiative. Actually, I should put a little thingy, a little token there. At the 20 initiative. Angry vines grow all over the floor, creating difficult terrain for all creatures except the hags. For this lair action, does not count in the water, but difficult terrain. The other one, as the other one appears, 3 familiar faces reappear. Yeah. One with a stag skull on their head. Another dandelion with a little honeybee floating around them. And a third, Squirt the oil can. There's our honeybee. Clapperclaw points downward into this reservoir and calls out as this portal opens. All your friends, the guides who helped you throughout Prismere, come through the portals, and Clapperclaw calls out, "She's below the water here," and subsequently gets pulled back through the portal. Amadar and Polynetta point upward, seeing Indolin, gesturing to her. Polynetta does a quick flyby and distracts her a little bit, and Squirt the oil can sees a prone hag and just squirts oil on her. She's already prone, and then gets sucked back through the portal. And then it's Uncle Kostia's turn.
Well, seeing as just quickly making sure that I have yes, okay. Hearing that the hag has switched tanks or gone through the underground tunnel, which makes sense. He's going to fly over to 3, 4, and start setting up an anti-clockwise pattern over the opening to the tank. And since there's nobody there at the moment,
you do see a shadowy form swimming towards the
I was going
surface.
to say, with the hunter's mark, I'm hoping that might give me a little bit of some idea where she may be.
Looks to be about 10 feet below the surface.
Okay, in which case, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to have to be skimming just over the surface, because I believe I need to be within 10 feet for the anti-clockwise.
Ah.
What flower does Uncle Kostia have?
He's got the green.
poison.
Yeah,
You might be able to blow it at her if you don't have anything else to do.
probably isn't going to do a whole lot of good, but for starters, he's just going to, since there's no friendlies in the area, he's going to fire an arrow down into the water, and as he fires it, cast Conjure Barrage. So it's a 60-foot cone downwards.
All right.
Hopefully, take care of sort of the water parallax and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's a horrendous dex saving throw.
Yep. So you run Widdershins and you see this like shadowy form like pause for a minute, and then there's just underwater sneezing and coughing, and you see the form like spinning around uncontrollably. The equivalent of underwater prone, and I'm going to give her disadvantage on the dex save as you conjure barrage. It's a natural one. She's coughing and sneezing underwater, and then a hail of arrows rain down on her. Roll that damage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let me get there. So it's a straight roll of. Oh, that's pretty decent. 20.
Nice. Also, she can no longer cast spells or concentrate on them, so you, who were Cinder, having been lifted up into a bubble of water, the bubble of water pops and you fall back down into this pool of water. You are no longer 10 feet off the ground in floating water. As she
I'm no longer
loses.
restrained. Cool.
No longer restrained. All right. Is Shiny gonna do anything?
Shiny's just gonna move up to be ready to help out with Kid.
With Kid. All right.
Kid.
I've got that up. So yeah, that's it for my 3.
All right, Cinder. The bubble of water that you were caught in suddenly pops, raining down, and you feel yourself released from the restraining currents that Bavlorna had originally cast on you.
Instinctively, I'm gonna throw my child out of the water.
Okay. Yeet.
It's wet.
I'm gonna climb out of it. Everything is difficult terrain anyway, so I'm probably not gonna get very far. But I am gonna climb out of the water. My gender's gonna change again. I think back to male. Let me see. I'm not gonna be able to go anywhere because I'm pretty sure that was pretty much all of my movement that I can do at the moment. So I am going to just cast Eldritch Blast at
Indolent
can't
Moongrave.
yeah, because she's not prone. I don't want disadvantage.
Yeah, she's hanging on the ceiling, or part of the ceiling. There's like a lip around it. So go ahead and make that attack.
All right, I get 2 beams. They're both going at her. $18.
18 hits.
She does not take that Hexblade's curse damage because my Hexblade's curse is on Bavlorna. So that's just 2 force damage for the first beam, and then the second beam. 21 for 5 force damage. And then Sir Mitt is going to move their whole movement to get Sophie out of there.
Alrighty. Sophia is taken by Sir Mitt out to safety.
And that'll be my turn. That's all
Alright.
I can do.
Shell, you're up.
I was grabbing the bag of Sandman's dust, winding up. And she's gonna use it to cast sleep, and she just bops. Crap. What's clockwork one called again?
Gabbatha Nightshade.
Scabs of Nightshade over the head with it,
Alright.
using all the charges in the bag.
Okay. Roll all those dice.
So, do sleep at 3rd level, then it's plus the 8d8.
Ooh, wow, lowballing that.
Oh dear. It's 5d8, and then another. So 34, 41, 52, 60, 70.
She has more than 70 hit points currently.
Yeah.
But because this is a fun item, I will say, and you're using Sandman's dust. I will say those dice remain for 1 round. So if another spell is cast, it will be cumulative.
Okay, and is activating the Monarch's crown, like Crown of the Monarch, a free action, bonus action, or
What does it say?
Charm of the Monarch? You can spread a pair of beautiful butterfly wings. As long as you have wings, you gain flying speed equal to your walking speed. You gain +5 bonus on all your charisma ability. Base check. This effect lasts for 1 hour. After you use this charm 3 times, advantage serve you.
And what was it?
Crown of the
what is-
Monarch.
What did it say at the beginning?
Just Charm of the Monarch. You can sprout a pair of beautiful butterfly wings.
I remember that being a thing. If it doesn't say, I'm just gonna say it's a free action.
I'm gonna do that.
You sprout a pair of monarch butterfly wings.
And I'm gonna try to scale 5, 10.
Alright, she is prone, but she is gonna take a swipe at you with her poison claws. Scott, you pelt Scabbatha in the face with this magical dust that just kind of like lingers around her, and she kind of waves her claws in front of her, trying to dissipate it, having a little bit of trouble. But she glowers at you as you attempt to swing, and she just
He's swinging for
9 misses.
both those misses. Yeah. Nice. 5, 10, 15.
That's some nice damage too.
20. Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
15,
Good damage.
20, 25. And Tessa's gonna hold her hand into the cage, like, Feeny, grab my hand. I'll get you down to safety next.
Yeah, she's just kind of like floating in the middle of the cage. The cage is still locked.
And that is my turn because I can't open things with a bonus action, unfortunately.
Alrighty. It is Indolin Moongrave's turn. And I think, if I remember correctly, you guys, yeah, they burned all of their level 5 coven slots. So they can't cast level 5 spells anymore.
Yay.
Oh no. Let's see. Action. 60 feet. Oh. Oh, okay. I don't know if I want to use that slot.
What mask does Zashir have? Does she have the moon or the sun?
I will say that I take the moon since the sun seems more your speed.
I don't have one. You and Shell
Shell has
have
the sun.
Oh, okay.
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 Either way, you
If need be, Kostya and Shiny have a backup plan for that in case you'd rather be mobile.
Oh, well, I can silent image whatever one.
Yeah, because I'm thinking we both got minor illusion, so we should be able to, between the three of us, pop a sun and a moon in a perfect eclipse spot.
Yeah.
So, Indolin or Skabatha is scowling and trying to get this dust out of her face, staring upward from her prone position. She says, "Help me, sister!" And Indolin begins tracing some signs in the air and says, "I'm going to borrow some of your magic, sister." And she's going to use a coven slot to cast Wall of Thorns.
Ouch.
I'm going to say no.
That feels like a decent plan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shell's casting Counterspell level 5.
Level 5. This is a level 6 spell.
So you gotta roll for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DC 16.
Okay.
can do it.
That is Arcana. And 25.
Ooh, take
All right. You see, Zashir, you see, with all these vines running along the floor. Oof, dude, would any of them even have counterspell? They might have burned all those too. Let me check. They used. Nope. They used their counterspells. All right. You see vines start to grow in very long, practically stiletto-like thorns beginning to sprout up around your feet before Chell quickly interrupts the weave and cancels the spell, and the thorns quickly wilt.
Good save.
Indolin,
Anytime.
Indolin scowls and says, "Sorry, sister," and backs up and takes cover. I don't think she has any bonus action.
Where does she start?
Well, she's on the roof, so 40 feet above us.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so she wasn't close enough. Okay, I saw her nearby. That's why I was curious.
Yeah, she's ducking up behind.
No, that's fine. She's on the roof.
That is her turn. Scabatha grumbles and stands up from being prone. And she is... No. That Coven slot is used. Can't do that. No. I need... Zashir, I need you. I need you to make a Constitution save.
14. Nope, DC 15. Okay.
You look at Scabatha as she stands up and whispers something, and suddenly she seems bigger and bigger, but everything seems bigger and bigger. You shrink. And she is going to... Nope, that's her action, so... Yeah, she's going to move. You can take an attack of opportunity.
I will. Reduce a...
-1 damage.
There's no attack penalty.
No attack penalty. You just do less damage.
That's fine. I don't need to do damage.
You hit her. You-
Sentinel.
Yep, you kick her toe.
I hit her in the kneecap.
You hit her in the kneecap.
Yes.
She reaches down, grabbing her knees, and she goes, "You little bitch, I'm gonna step on you." Also, she has to make a Constitution save now.
And it'll be 14 damage.
Fuck me.
That's less than 10.
Yep. Mwah. Your normal size again.
Oh man, that sucks. I mean, it's good for you. Sucks for her.
Yeah, this year looks at her, cracks the knuckles. You were gonna do what now?
She then is going to use her bonus action to shrink herself and try to hide in the foliage.
Wait, how is she able to do the hide action?
Does her special ability allow it? Yeah, this part. Alter size. Let's see. Shrinks to 4 inches tall. Turn back to her own size. Oh, no. doesn't just says she has advantage on it. Okay, sorry. I thought that she could do that as part of it, but can't. So she just shrinks for now and prepares herself to hide.
And while she's small,
And it's your turn.
what does she gain from being small?
She does reduce damage and has advantage on bonus action hide.
All right, suit yourself. I'm gonna start wailing on her with the staff.
Go for it.
That's a 30 to hit.
Jesus, yes.
So I'll just go ahead and do that. That's gonna be 14 damage. I have multi-attack yet. I can never remember.
Yes, you get it at level 5.
You're a monk.
Okay, so second attack. It's a 20
Also hits.
to hit. And then martial arts, flurry of blows. It's gonna let me have another one. 17.
$17 just hits.
Okay, that one's gonna be stunning strike.
Okay. Roll damn.
For 17, and I'm gonna burn 3 charges from Staff of Striking as well. So that'll be an additional D6 force for each charge spent. For an additional 11. And the DC is. Why do I have to keep fixing this? 16. Oh, you would.
Natural 20.
Alrighty.
I could have gotten that on an attack.
Sheer, can you move around to the other side?
I sure can. Yeah. Is that good?
Yeah. I just want to get the flank.
Yeah, no worries. I could stand here and keep her from hiding in the bush. But she's being observed anyway, so it's going to be
The
fun
whole
for her.
floor is covered with vines, so it's.
That's true.
She purposely got small because there's a lot of foliage there. Is Wolfie gonna do anything?
No. He's happy where he is.
Is Arsenton gonna do anything?
Yeah, Arsenton is gonna move up to here and try and set this little bitch on fire.
Right.
16.
Oh, right. 16 misses. Just misses.
And then for the last of their movement, they're gonna move over so I can take that flank spot.
Okie dokie. Favlorna uses half her movement to correct herself in the water. And then uses 15 feet to come up from the water. There is blood following her wherever she swims. Comes up. One eye focuses on Chell flying up to the cage. The other eye focuses on Uncle Kostya, and then her lips spread, her mouth opens, and rows of teeth are going to attempt to chomp down. Because she can't cast any spells right now. 16 to hit Kostya.
Well, if I take off my glasses and stare at the screen from a really far distance, I could claim that my AC 15 looks like an 18.
You take 14 piercing damage and are grappled.
14 piercing and grappled. Oh, joy.
And then Withering Ray, she's going to throw her Withering Ray at Chell.
Yeah. Wait, is that a spell or not?
It's a natural ability.
Oh, that hag.
Oh, whoops! Roll twice. All right. 22 to hit.
22 does hit, unfortunately.
Tell me you have more than 14 hit points while you're above that lava.
I have more than 14. I have 18 temporary hit points and
Okay.
16 regular hit points.
You don't plummet into the pool of lava.
Oh, you fall unconscious and fall into the fire. Yeah, go Shell!
My arcane ward rises up from between the two of us.
Somebody was going to have to do it.
Yep.
It's bound to happen.
Not it.
All right. And then she's gonna use her bonus action to swallow Kostya. Because I think gnomes are small creatures? Question mark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Costa. She has you in her jaws, and you just feel and the rest. Chell, actually, you would see her completely swallow Kostya.
Oh,
And
that
she's-
bitch.
Yeah, she's out of movement, so
Yeah, the sad part is that even before the swallow, the grapple itself puts Kostya at 0 movement, which doesn't do the Withershins a whole lot of good.
and she's still under the effect of Wittershins.
Yeah, next, unless we'll think.
Top of the round. I need a D3 and a D8.
1 for the D8.
I rolled the last D3.
I'll reuse the one I had last time, as it were.
Oh dear.
Double ones.
So, Sir Talavar appears.
Nope.
Glorious mustache.
Look at that dude.
Ah,
And he says, "Hello." And you see him wielding a tiny little sword as his fairy dragon reappears. And then he points the sword and does a quick flourish and says, "For the Summer Queen!" And
Yes.
and
For the
then
Summer Queen.
and then a bunch of pixies and other fairy dragons appear, and there's going to be attacks against each of them. Let's see. Miss, hit, miss. 2 hits. Okay. Alright, so Bavlorna and Skabatha both take 6 damage as these pixies and fairy dragons appear and begin attacking them in little swarms before the portal of the limited influence that they're able to push through pulls them back through. But the hags take damage. Also, it begins raining inside again.
Dramatic?
Yep. Basically for that, fire damage is halved, and any non-magical flames are extinguished.
Well, that's gonna start being really annoying on the lava.
gonna start causing steam, which will get hot.
And sulfur.
Mm. Gotta love the smell. Well, I kind of got used to that smell.
Yeah, it won't bother you, but
But it might bother my baby.
Well, he's magical fire.
oh no, he fire. He is not magical fire, though. It's true.
Well, it's not moving in.
All right. Constantine, you are inside the belly of a beast.
Oh,
Do what I
you-
did. Cut your way out.
You actually take damage, I think.
Is it start of my turn or end of my turn?
Let me check for you. Earnings. Start of each of your turns. So
Oh, I have to be each of my turns. Okay, so yes, then I do take damage.
12 acid damage as you are being digested.
Acid. So, okay, so not poison at all. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Still, Constantine will start off with Misty stepping about 13 foot straight up.
Okay. You appear outside of her stomach.
And will
Okay, push talk.
the boots, so that's not a problem.
Oh, right, you have flying boots.
Exactly. So I'm just going to continue round the pattern as if nothing had happened and continue with the shittings. But this time I'm just going to let fly a couple of fallout arrows, sharpshooter activated. So -5 on these. So that's not going to hit. Ooh, no, 14 isn't going to hit. I'm guessing, or maybe.
That's a 19.
I'm doing -5 to get the +10 damage.
Oh, yeah, 14 misses.
And that's even worse. So yeah.
Oh,
All right.
And
Right.
however,
Hold on.
one of those.
Hang
Oh,
on. What was that?
I'm just double checking the wording on something.
okay. Whilst that's going
No,
on,
it has to be me. Never
the
mind.
first one of those also. Oh, good. I regained 2d10.
Nice.
Or 7. Oh,
Very nice. You heal some of that damage you took.
Yep.
As you launch the bow and the magical effects, you feel the burns begin to ease.
And since she's up, I'll stay about 10 foot above her. So theoretically, just about sort of in range to avoid the attack of opportunity moving away. But circling around, so a full move would take me all the way around to there, I think. If I got my math right.
Yeah, and because you ran with her shins midair, she does begin to cough and hack up blood. So once more, she cannot cast any spells. Is Shiny going to do anything?
Shiny is going to throw up a minor illusion of a moon.
All right, where do you want it?
It can be. We'll throw it up over our minuscule hag friend for now.
Alrighty. You're up, Cinder.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some things. First, I'm going to. Nothing is difficult terrain anymore, right?
Not anymore.
Okay, so that doesn't matter. So I could easily move up to here to get the flank, and I'm gonna take my 2 whacks on the little one using Snicker Snack and my great weapon fighting.
Alrighty.
Natural 20.
How
Roll
impossible?
the extra damage.
I think it did.
Okay.
So I think it's for a total of, for that damage, it's a total of 43 damage. No, it does not. It doesn't get Hexblade's Curse, so that's 30, 39. And you know what?
Is double
You know what?
for the dice.
I think this slashing damage is the extra 3d6 that it does. And everything else is already doubled.
Oh, because it's the
It's Snicker Snack, it's the Verpal Sword, so either she gets decapitated or takes that extra d6. And I think I still have a 3rd level spell, so we're just gonna smite on that.
Alright.
2,
You smoted
3,
hag.
4, so 8d8.
There's some days you really just don't want to go out of bed, really, isn't it?
For 36 more radiant damage.
Okay.
That's bright.
So that's 36 radiant damage. So that's a total of 75 damage
Yep.
on the first hit.
Yep. You whip the sword down, and Snicker Snacks Snicker Snacks says shouts "Kalu Kalay" as the blade arcs down and carves through this wooden hag.
If we can do that again, I'm gonna do great weapon fighting, and since I'm gonna turn off my Hexblade's Curse because it's not on her. For a 26 to hit.
That hit.
For 28 total damage on that one. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
Alright.
So over by the hag, you can probably use my coal baby, but what forms is like this molten ball of like honey and molasses.
Where's that appearing?
By Bavlorna.
Okay.
That's who it's gonna hit. 24.
Since she's prone, I'd imagine so.
Then that's 8 force damage. As this just molten honey just consumes her face.
Alright, so a molten ball of molasses appears and splashes on Bavlorna's face. As she
I'm sorry.
screams.
That's 12. Because I forgot to turn back on my Hexblade's Curse. Because she's cursed by me. 12.
Also, as Snickersnack shouts Kalukale, as the blade arcs downward, there is a snack, and you see the hag's head fly off her shoulders, and it rolls a little bit, and she says, "Fuck you too." And as her body collapses, returning to its normal size, there's beetles that begin crawling out of her corpse at various rotten wood notches from underneath her clothing.
He wasn't the one that needed to die in a eclipse, right?
Nope, that's the puppet one.
Okay. You missed it, Ren. I got another crit.
Good job.
We're making Snickersnack work.
Chell, you're up.
And it's just a regular lock on her cage, right?
Yes.
I'd like to use action to use lockpicks to open it up then.
Alright, go for it. More than twice enough. You quickly take out the lockpicks, unlock the cage, and it swings open as Fenia is just kind of floating there, still with levitate.
Okay, come out here. Just gonna put it around her to like push her towards Shiny and Wolfie.
Alright. You're able to pull her down. And she looks up and still kind of floating a little bit, not having control of the spell, and just says, "Thank you."
America, get to safety too. Chell's no longer gonna be over top of the lava. And there. And I don't think I have any bonus actions.
Alright.
Nah, that's my turn.
Okay. Indolin.
And Shiny put a moon out. Minor illusion moon.
Indolin skitters down from around the edge. Sees this illusion of the moon. Sees her decapitated sister, and she's going to extend all four of her hands, and little threads begin to wrap around the corpse, and she's going to cast Levitate herself and begin lifting the body towards her.
I'm not gonna say counterspell. Third level.
That's what, your third one? Second today?
Yeah, second counterspell today and third altogether, I think.
All right. She does not like you.
She does not like you.
Oh, I'm a wizard. I'm supposed to counter spells.
Say, Paladin Smite, Wizard's counter.
Monk stun.
Yep, well,
Rangers.
that's all she's got right now. So she's just gonna hang out there.
Is she all the way down, or is she still hanging somewhere? How high up?
Yeah, you read up walls yet?
What's that?
I said, can you run up walls yet?
Yes, actually.
And it's your turn.
Yeah. Sure is. Let me just make sure, because I think I just got that ability. Boy, it sure would be great if they sorted it in some way that would make it visible when I needed to look for it. To D&D Beyond! I'm complaining about Roll20, not D&D Beyond. It's not very well sorted. Abilities, features, and traits. Best features. Yep, I can move along vertical surfaces and across liquids on my turn without falling during the move. So,
How about upside down?
I don't need to be upside down. She's only 40 feet up. It's not that high.
There's also a lip, a ring of like partial ceiling.
Oh, I don't need it. I just need to be
Yeah.
able to hit her.
Just get up on the mezzanine and you're fine.
Yeah, all I need to do is run up there and push off and hit her. I don't.
She's skittered on top of it. She's using this lip as cover because she can walk like
Where is she?
she's
Just in the general area. We would have seen her go.
the general area here. So there's like, actually, let me draw it. Around kind of here is like a little walkway. She's walking around underneath it and then back over top of it.
Okay, so it's essentially a balcony that's just kind of stepping over, doing her things, stepping back up.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what I do is, I run high enough, I push myself off, I use my bonus action to Misty Step the rest of the way.
All right. Here you are.
I don't know where that is.
Serious parkour monk shit.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, I do some sweet parkour.
Parkour.
And then I end up there, and gonna copy Kostya's sweet maneuvers. So gonna appear slightly overhead, and then just go down with the staff and just hit her with that.
Okay, make your attack.
27.
That hits.
Stunning strike. DC 16.
Oh my god.
Jesus, really?
I only roll
That's the
natural
second.
20s on their Constitution save.
To be stunned.
Has she ever pulled off a stunning strike?
I have. It's just not against these hags. It's very rare. Okay. Next hit. Next strike. Natural 20.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. Stunning strike again. Because I can keep doing this as long as I have key points. Fuck. Still. Yeah, it still doesn't make it. Okay. Well, Staff of Striking charges are getting burned into this as well.
How many charges do you have left?
I used it once last game. I used it once now. And so I have 4 charges left. And I just have to not use the last one or risk it exploding. And by exploding, I mean becoming a non-magical staff. So,
The camera's messed up.
the camera's messed up?
Yeah, the music bot left.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, because they were configured for the music bot, piece of shit.
How dare music bot not cooperate?
It is kind of annoying. There we go. Okay, so, why did that not roll? Oh, I guess it did. Disappointing critical damage. 66 of force damage. Force damage, and then Open Palm Monk lets me move her if I so wish. So what I want to do is where is it? Open hand technique. Oh nope, it has to be flurry of blows. Never mind, can't do it because I already spent my bonus action. So I'm just gonna beat her and leave it at that.
All right, she takes a fairly substantial amount of damage as you wail into her.
I'm good.
All right. What's Wolfie up to?
Wolfie is going to move up to there to stay, just to make sure that he gets within 30 of Constantine, but hopefully outside of reach of the hag. Because him getting swallowed would not be good.
Costume, maybe we should move the moon to the center of the room higher up if we can.
Sure. Well, once I get around to Shiny.
Just saying now that the shear has.
Yeah. No, it makes perfect sense.
What
I'll
about?
I'll be back. Don't worry.
And what about Arsenton?
Yeah, he. I'm gonna say. You. Just focus on burning the bodies. And he's gonna try and just burn and set what's left of this hag on fire.
Okay.
Eat her into the lava.
I don't know if he has the strength for that. No, he doesn't have the strength. He's still a baby.
Okay, that's fair.
Remember, someone asked for their heads.
All right.
Yeah, he's just burning the body, not the head.
Yep.
Cassette is off.
Fair.
So the body is on fire.
Body is on fire. Avalorna, once again, cannot cast spells. So... And you're up in the air. Yeah. I deleted them already. I should have kept them just in case this inevitability happened. Bavlorna is going to use her action. Two large growths begin to pop off of her and leap down, and two smaller versions of herself appear. And land. And then she's going to use her movement to dive underwater again. 15 movement to correct herself in the water, and 15 more to disappear underneath.
So does she have full if I'm moving around her?
Sorry?
Does she need to spend half to get out of prone, as it were?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
And then she dove underwater.
Okay, because I was thinking, sounded like she spent a half move underwater and then half move getting into the tunnel.
Oh, she was underwater already. So use half her movement to de-unprone in the water. Then she just kind of swam away.
That's fair. Yeah. That works.
Now that these guys are on the field again. Top of the round. I need a D8 and a D3.
6 on the D8.
Beat me to it. That's fine. I think it's Seychelles' turn for the D3.
Three. One again for
One.
D3.
It is still raining. And then once more a portal opens for one of your allies to come through temporarily. Elkhorn appears, and he raises his sword and says, "Keep at it, heroes!" And everybody gets 1 round of heroism. You are immune to being frightened and gain temporary hit points equal to...
Yeah, I can post it. I have the. I'm not.
Please do.
I have the spell.
Right. 5 temporary hit points for everybody. And then Elkhorn gets pulled back through.
Whee.
And it's your turn, Uncle Kostya.
It's Uncle Costa's turn, and we're going to go. Let's do a quick. Oh. Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. We go. Kostya is going to do a. My brain keeps saying dodge, but that's not the word for it. Full move and action move, but set up a Widdershin pattern around the other pool.
Okay.
Just on the assumption that that's where he's sort of headed. And bonus action. That's a thought. No, that's pretty much all he's got, given that he has to dash to get there.
Right. Excuse me. All right. Lorleen, think. How high in the air are you, Chell?
I was at the same level as the cage, so however high that was, yes.
It was about 10 feet up.
There was a child in front of this thing.
Because the child didn't get a chance to move after Shell's turn.
That's true. The child ran.
Yay!
But you were 10 feet up?
Yep.
Okay, good to know. You, being out of reach, it is going to ignore and attack Shiny.
Knew there was something I forgot to do. Yeah, 19 will definitely hit Shiny. Ooh, 7. Okay. Uh, shiny is okay so far. Okay, shiny is not okay so far.
All right. Shiny gets stabbed repeatedly by a miniature version, about the same size as Shiny, 3 times, and the little moon illusion vanishes as Shiny goes unconscious. And then it's going to use its movement to run over here. Need a death save for Shiny.
Okay. Where did oh, that was shiny. That was sensible of me. That's just a straight D20 though, so could roll that. That's 1 failure.
All right, Cinder, you're up.
Yeah, let me just get this set up right. Well, kind of changes what I want to do now that this thing is over here. I'm gonna wail into it with Snicker Snack.
Snack.
Only a 12 to hit.
12 misses.
Second strike. That misses too.
Yep. And
I was gonna say, how is that higher?
Yep,
Because I didn't have my great weapon back.
And Snicker Snack says, "How can you miss after those fantastic swings?"
You can't win them all. Where is the head at this point?
Stabitha's?
Yes.
Probably like right there.
Alright. I can't get that yet. But for my bonus action, I'm gonna move my spiritual. Well, my spiritual weapon's just gonna attack the
Okie dokie.
as soon as I can find it. $13.
13 misses.
All right. Okay. I had a really good round.
you got so many criticals in this fight. Shell, you're up.
Chell's gonna look over to Shiny. Yeah. And they're gonna say, "Now's not your time to fall. Rise up, Lord. Well, when he kept us alive, now it's time to return the favor." And gonna use Healing Word.
Shiny heals for 8 and wakes up.
Woohoo!
Try to find safety, friend. And Chell's gonna fly up.
Right. How many feet of movement was that?
I should have 30. 30, yes.
You fly up. There you are.
Oh, hey, Chell.
Chell's... Hi, dear. I've come to help.
Oh, well, wonderful.
And... going to use Lightning Bolt through the staff.
Okay. What is the DC for that?
That's supposed to be at. Oh,
Dang.
it's at 5th level. DC is 17, but
Yeah, still a lot of damage. Oh wait, this is lightning bolt?
yep.
Ah. So you turn the staff in her direction, cast lightning bolt, and she sees, she looks over in your direction, and then ducks down, flinching like she's getting ready to dodge.
Fuck.
And as this lightning arcs over her, she relaxes and says, "Lightning? That's my whole shtick."
I'm sorry. You're just forgettable, so I forgot.
Oh.
Good
You're
recovery.
just.
I know. What am I doing?
Good recovery.
It is her turn.
Kashia would be proud.
It is her turn, and if she had eyes, she would be glowering. All right. She's going to flick her hands toward Zashir for a 12.
Yes.
And again. Not towards Zashir, towards Chell. For a 15.
That's a miss because I should already have 17
Yeah.
that die. Yep, 17. That's a miss.
Yeah. So she flings her hands in both directions, trying to catch you.
Wow, you're
Missing
right,
both.
She is forgettable.
And she is going to skitter up on the wall. So she's perpendicular to you. She's not leaving your threat range. But she skitters over there. And that, unfortunately, is her turn. Lornlane Thief. Shiny is right there. I'm sorry, Shiny, they keep leaving you. 27 to hit.
I think that does it.
Yep, Shiny is unconscious.
Yeah.
Wolfie's right there, too. So 23 and 19 for 15 damage. This tiny little Lornling jabs into Shiny again as they get up, and then spins around and starts stabbing into this stuffed animal. Zashir!
Me. Oh man. Okay. So apparently I have 2 extra attacks with Flurry of Blows that I keep doing wrong. Okay, so I have 4 attacks altogether. Not 3. Go me. It's only the last episode.
Three normally, and 4 with Flurry of Blows.
No, it's 2 extras with Flurry.
Yeah, Flurry gets 2.
No, I have 2. Okay, sure. I should have 2 regular attacks and then 2 more from Flurry. Makes 4.
Yes.
Yes, but if you don't use Flurry of Blows, you still get 3 if you use your bonus action.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, 4 attacks. Here we go. First strike. Yeah, 30.
That hit.
Key point, so I have Flurry of Blows activated. Key points, it's just for my knowledge, because I have limited key points. Stunning strike.
Just remember, she can't die.
Another natural 20 and the
come on.
fucking Constitution saves. Why can't I get those on her attack?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad she can't get that on her attack, but I'm annoyed she gets that on her saves.
Yeah, it's okay. So that's one. Second attack, 30. Stunning strike.
All right. 25.
Jesus Christ. Oh, she has a plus. I can't say it out loud. Okay. I'm very annoyed at seeing how much her actual con is. I just can't stun her. Okay.
I've also been rolling really well.
You've been rolling stupidly high. But yeah, even with the it's just that it's like it's a 17, but she needs to just roll really badly in order to be stunned.
On that, it should be about a 50-50, but
Relatively, yeah.
It's under because it's a DC 16, so she has to roll a 7 or lower.
It's a 40% chance.
Yeah. Anyways, that's strike 2. Haven't rolled damage yet. Now it's the flurry of blows. Natural 20. If I had more strikings, this would be when I used it. Let's see here. Gotta make sure this happens correctly. Features and traits. I have one more. Just hold on. Okay. Strength saving throw. DC 16, please. Cool.
Nope.
That's what I wanted. I'm going to move her off of the wall and put her right here on the edge. Now I'm going to do my last attack.
All right.
Because you know what happens if this one hits?
I do.
24.
That does it.
I'm going to... Another strength save, please. Aha!
Oh.
Punt.
Yep.
And I want her trajectory going towards the lava.
All right.
I have to roll damage.
Yes, you do.
All right, so 1, 2, critical, 4. I don't think I killed her yet, Dido. Don't worry.
That's okay. I just read what my spell does, so I'll just forego my action next time.
30.
And how high is this pledge?
40,
I
46.
think only 3 of those work because you did roll the damage for the first attack.
What's that?
Well, you rolled the damage for your first attack already.
Did it?
Yeah, you did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, because you rolled a 30 to hit, then she did the 28 save,
You're right.
then did 14 damage. So
You're right. Get rid of the 12 because that would have been the first one.
Already got it.
Okay.
So,
Weird. They shouldn't have rolled it because I was waiting to see. All right.
but she does take a total of whatever I said before, including the fall damage. Sindari, you hear ah, and as a skeletal figure lands.
I'm not done.
Okay.
Since I have slow fall for 50 feet,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna ride her the whole way down.
Oh, all right.
Oh yes.
Yep. So
We still need her head.
So no, I want her by the lava. That's where she is.
you've been a naughty, naughty, naughty hag.
Naughty.
Just staff leading, gonna ride her the whole way down to the ground.
All right. Arsington?
How burnt is the body?
It's deadwood at this point, so it's catching it, or it's caught.
All right, Barston's just
It's only been six seconds, but
it
it is also raining though.
He's just gonna sit on the body, keep it on fire.
Okay.
No, he's not. He's gonna take out the Lordling. He's gonna touch it. Nope. No, he's not. But he can still use his movement to get on top of her.
Yes. Anything for Wolf?
Wolfie is going to set up a howl, so the mini hag can go ahead and make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw, please.
That's a 10.
Ooh, incapacitated for a minute, making saves every round.
Yeah. And just like that. So Wolfie howls, "Ooh!" and this Lornling covers its ears and is currently unable to do anything. And then Lorna resurfaces, and you take your reaction to do Widdershins. At which point she vomits. And can no longer cast spells this round. Again. So... Instead... She gets her Lornlings back. She's gonna make more Lornlings. No, I don't feel like dealing with more stuff. No, you just have her movement. She can't reach anyone, so she's gonna make more Lornling. Two more Lornlings pop out of her.
I need more.
And that is all she can do. But she can't cast freaking spells. And it's a Lornling turn. This one is gonna zoom around to the other side of Cinder because she's dangerous.
Am I, though?
Yes.
Are you the...
1, 2, 3. 23, 23, and 19 to hit with the flank.
I'm going to cast Shield, so the 19 won't hit, but the other two will.
Alright. So that is a total of 18 damage. You just feel tiny little pinpricks in the back of you.
Hey! Hey now. There's
All
no need
right.
for that.
All the need. And now I need a D8 and a D3. Let's see
You
if
can
this
always
all
come
right.
to the fireside.
To the fireside.
I'll roll the D3.
I'm gonna say somebody else rolled them because I don't want to get another one.
3. Oh, this doesn't help at all. They learn your exact location in their lair.
Well, I think the ones that are still alive, no.
Yeah. D8. Alright. The portal opens again as Abilna sends one of your allies through. Pedal Steam, the Kinku appears! And says, "Oh, I just remembered the last part of the song. And die." in 2 different voices. And next attacks against the hags have advantage. And then they get pulled back through. Alright, questions up.
Well, that slightly changes things, no doubt. So I'll just go with sharpshooter into the hag. The first one with advantage. I take it's the first one with advantage of the 2, or both.
Both of them have advantage.
That's probably going to hit a 23.
That's a 28.
Yeah, but with the -5 sharpshooter on top of that.
Right. That hit.
Second one will be. Oh yeah, that'll do it as well. 24. So let's see what we're doing damage wise. So see what this ends up talking about. 7 plus 2, and I need to add another d6 to that, and then so 9. 14 plus 2d6, so 23 for a total of 31.
31 damage, and then plus 10 from the...
Plus 20, so 51.
51. Alright, she looking real bad.
And better just move myself around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I end up down there. Oh, no. There we go.
Right. The Lornling's turns. This one's going to attack 3 times, but you have shield up, so 1, 2, 3.
The first one hits.
All right, 7 more piercing as 2 of these Lornlings jab at you. The other one is going to run up to Sashir.
I just want to say that my health is at 69.
Nice.
Nice.
It gave me a giggle.
1, 2, 3, 15, 12, 25.
Only the 25.
10 piercing damage. As this one jumps on your back and begins stabbing.
Ah, you little shit.
Shiny is unconscious again.
Yeah.
Shiny, no.
I was going to go for that Lorling, but with advantage onto the hags, I had to go with the risk of taking out.
Oh, there goes my 10 temporary hit points that hadn't been lost yet.
Monk, you see. Go ahead and roll me Shiny's death save.
That's 2 fail.
That's a D10, not a D20.
So
Also, death saves were reset because Chell healed him.
oh, good point.
Yeah, just got stabbed again.
Well,
One fail.
1 fail.
I was like, oh no, nat 20 or nat 1. 2 fail.
Cinder!
Okay.
Surrounded by tiny Lornling.
Yeah. Gonna look over at Zashir. Well, take your chance to take her out. And I'm gonna use my action to above the lava pit between the cages, but like up by the chains. I'm gonna use Silent Image. I'm gonna create an eclipse. because it says visible phenomenon, and it's within a 15-foot cube.
With silent image, you can do that.
Alrighty, gotta shut this down.
So an eclipse appears. Endolin looks up and goes, "No, not yet."
And then for my bonus action, my spiritual weapon is going to hit that Lornling.
Alrighty.
My spiritual weapon action.
That definitely hit.
6. For 12 force damage.
It gets melted by this molten sap.
Can I still move it?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna move it 20 feet. Yeah, we're gonna put it here.
Alrighty. Jelly, you're 40 feet up in the air.
Hell's gonna put on the side mask, even though they don't need to at the moment, but it feels right. It just lower down. She's gonna raise the staff of power. It's gonna start to ignite with fire, and she's gonna use it to cast fireball.
Cool. Where?
Oh, should be right here. I should be avoid all allies, but still smote her.
And can you grab me a template?
You can hit me if you want. I have evasion. If it hits more people, you can target me. I don't mind. And yes, 1 second, hon. Fireball is...
Especially if you make it high up.
It's 20 foot radius, so 40, yeah. Where did my ruler go?
I got a template. Hold on. There you go.
Do that way.
If you wanna put it like right there, I don't mind. You'll still get her.
Yeah, because we just missed shiny.
Yeah, we don't want to hit shiny.
Yeah, you would hit. You would still hit Zashir because Zashir is technically on top of.
Again, I have evasion. I don't mind.
Yeah. All right. Dexterity saves.
Are you good with that, Dougler?
If the shear's okay with it, like
I am. I can dodge it. And if not, then it's my own fault for not rolling well. What's your DC?
17.
25.
Oh, of course it is.
Damn it.
Edelyn has disadvantage for being prone, doesn't she? Or am I mistaken?
I can never keep track of when prone is advantage versus disadvantage versus range versus.
We already rolled damage. 31 damage.
Oh, no, it's only attacks. Okay.
No, if you're prone, you have disadvantage on dex saves.
What does it say that?
Uh,
It only
not sure.
says disadvantage on attacks.
Oh, well, all right.
If she was restrained, that'd be different. But I'm not restraining her currently.
Beans.
Yeah. That's all right. She still takes damage.
3
I think
ones.
the
on
Lornling
that.
was in that too.
Oh yeah, he
Oh yeah,
was.
the Lornling was in there too, hun.
One at least, yeah.
Yeah. Burn that little bastard to a crisp. You're okay.
Sadly, not the two nibbling on.
Who also has evasion? Really? Oh. Well, hopefully it makes it, because otherwise it's toast. Just a little popcorn pop.
Just. All right. Anything else in your turn?
Yep, that's all.
Haha. Endolin's gonna stand up and look at the lava pool, and look at this year, and look at the silent eclipse, and look at Cinder. She's gonna attack this year.
It's probably her best bet.
19?
Yeah, just hits.
You know what direction you move?
I can guess.
You take 23 psychic damage.
Good thing I can move across liquids. I can go.
When we get to your turn, yes, you can.
No.
Action Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yep. Alright. That hurts.
Before I roll this, I just want you to know I did not want this.
No, it's fine. Oh. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't kill me outright, thankfully.
Thank God.
Okay.
Very close. Didn't kill me outright. It was 4 away from.
Ugh. All right. So Indolin, seeing
Stay tuned, because next round.
seeing those her dire situation, you feel puppeteer strings on you this year, and all of a sudden, as she whips her arm right over the lava, and fortunately, you're not conscious enough to feel the intense, agonizing pain. But the rest of you see Zashir just go unconscious and start to cook. Her other attack.
Do it, coward. You won't.
You know she's killed you in the finale before.
Yes.
Remember, she killed you and I with like 3 sessions left.
Treat them like they want to win.
Yeah, I'm just, Jill, how high in the air are you right now?
Probably about 20 feet.
Second attack's towards you.
That's okay, Rin.
It's just.
I had a Call of Cthulhu investigator a while back in my home game go
And
insane as they got into the volcano with the lava pool underneath the rocket.
it gives me
Died a nice horrible death too.
+5, which would
It would have been fine apart
Damn.
from the fact it was
Where are you at?
a layer of dynamite.
well, that hits because fortunately shield doesn't reach it, but I do got Arcane Ward because the counter spell has actually been adding on to that, which is very fortunate for me.
Where's your health at?
16 +3 for Arcane Ward.
That is 19 damage.
Sorry, the Arcane Ward got brought down to 3.
With that 19, yeah.
Yeah, because Arcane Ward is at 22 because of the counter spells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, casting counter spells at level 10.
You are flung then, still standing, but above the boiling lava. And then she is going to skitter the fuck away. 10, 15,
Before somebody does that to her.
20, 25, 30. She can get there. No. No, she's not afraid of the stuffed animal. 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's get her around there. Wolfie can make an attack of opportunity if they want.
Sure, we'll give that a go. Wolfie. Oh, need it. 1 second. Need to get. I keep closing Wolfie's sheet.
Also, Zashir, I will need you to make me a death save, as you already failed one.
It's come back around already. When does the fire damage tick off?
At the start of your turn, which is one failed death save.
All right. You should probably roll damage as well, because if it exceeds 70, I am just dead outright.
So yeah, natural 1 on the
attack.
Yeah.
Why are you doing a wisdom save for an attack?
Because I didn't have an attack roll on the character sheet.
Okay.
It was the 1+2 thing I had.
Okay.
Does not exceed 70.
Natural. Oh God.
Oh no!
Oh God!
Oh! You wake up!
Ooh.
Oh my God! It hurts. You're at
hurts.
1 hit point.
And then I go
But
back
you
down.
can run on liquid.
It was at the start of your turn. That's also at the start of your turn. You have your full turn.
Oh God. Is
What kind of
Chell-
that fire?
Is Chell in the fire too?
I'm flying like 10 feet above it.
Okay. Does Edelin have to be near the eclipse or just visible with it? For the stun
I think
damage?
it has to point at her, but that can be arranged, I'm sure.
Okay, that's all.
And it's in the middle of the room, so I mean she's still in the presence of it.
All right. Oh, that's you. Sorry. I'm just scooting you out of the way. Ah. Okay. I need to just hit her. All right. Here we go. 15.
Miss.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, might as well. Last key point. 22.
That hits.
Doesn't everything still have advantage on the hags this round?
Oh yeah. 17.
Oh,
and
17.
26.
17 hits. 26 hits.
Okay. 22 hits and 27.
That's all hit.
I need 2 strength saves from her, please.
Go ahead and roll damage as well as I make those.
1, 2, 3. Of course it is. There we go. And 4. And then I'm gonna go. Your turn, bitch.
24, 39, 39, 40, 39, 40, 50,
35, 47, 59.
Let's see. No, there won't work. Even if I roll all ones, all that damage put her into single digits. So you start laying into her. You are in agonizing pain at 1 hit point. You start wailing into her, and she gets flung around by your fist, knocked over into the lava. She skitters and staggers and falls backwards, staring up into this eclipse. And as she's burning, she just stares at you, and all four of her arms come up and just fill you all actually.
We need her head.
I will.
You can snap her head off.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like a badass. I grab the top of her head and I let the rest of her body burn away, so that it detaches at the neck.
After my own heart.
There I was thinking we'd have to send Cinders to jump in after her.
Go in after me. There wouldn't have been any.
Go and grab the skull.
Is Wolfie or Arsenton doing anything?
Yeah, Arsenton's gonna help me out with these more
Go for it.
11.
That misses.
Wolfie's just regenerating.
Okay. Bavlorna. Oh, she can cast spells now, can't she?
No, I was moving around.
Oh, okay. You're up in the air. Right. She got nowhere to go. She's going to cast. She can't cast. She's going to attack. Withering Array at you, up in the air. Uncle Kostya. 25 to hit, 14 necrotic damage.
14 necrotic will definitely hurt. So that'll be 9.
Haha, stupid. You didn't aim the person with no health.
Well, someone else has been running Wittershins on her. 2, 3. No. She can't go anywhere. She's going to dive again. Underwater. She can't use her second attack. Learning Thief is going to keep stabbing at Cinder. 15, 22, and 14. You take 9 piercing.
The 22.
Yep.
Oh no, I lost my 69.
Oh no. Top of the round, I
Still
need
got
that
flirted.
D8 and D3.
I'll roll a D8.
I'll take the D3.
Vines grow everywhere again. Difficult terrain for those of you who are on the ground.
For those who
And
don't even care.
we already did that one, so move up. Yeah, let's do it.
Shay, push to talk.
Right, with the Coven's control weakening, another figure appears, floating above everyone. It is Titania, the fairy queen herself, and she appears, her hair flying outward, almost resembling a flame, as a warm summer breeze, the oppressing, uncomfortable heat and humidity of the mixture of water and lava inside here suddenly vanishes as she smiles. Blossoms appear everywhere as the difficult terrain is removed, and let's see.
Oh, hail the queen.
And she casts... Here it is. She casts Mass Heal on everybody. So you all collectively heal 700 hit points. I think you don't have enough combined 700 hit points, so everybody!
It's a bit
Full
overkill,
health.
but I'll take it.
9th level spell.
That's fine. I'm not complaining.
I am fine going up to full.
Yeah, I was at 1. I'm good going up to full.
Alright, Kostya, in that hag.
Kostya and that hag. Since I've got Hunter's Mark up,
Dive underwater and shoot her. Do it.
That sounds like a plan.
You got it. She's so weak.
We'll keep up the. Actually, we'll drop the sharpshooter just to avoid the penalties for being underwater. Make sure we hit, because if she's weak enough, then the between favored enemy and Hunter's March, hopefully it'll still take her out with 2. So just 2 normal rolls. In natural 20.
Roll damage.
So that one is. So that.
All right. That's enough.
Okay.
You dive underwater, and underwater you pull back, or you aim your bow and launch this arrow, and just the bubbles following the trail of the shot. As you see Bavalorn of Lightstraw, the last of this coven, trying to swim away, and just right through the back of the skull, and just floats there.
Making sure, of course, that I'm doing a Widdershin spiral.
Still doing the Widdershins.
Yeah.
Her corpse vomits. Everyone up top, all the remaining Wardenlings just pop.
I think he got him.
Seems like it.
I feel 10 points revigorated. So
If I had to put a number to it, mine would be closer to 70.
From the water and go. That's the weakest vodka.
No, I had her hexblade cursed, so when she dies, 10 HP. But I was already at. Yeah, let's take their heads and. Arsenton, you want to go play in the lava for a little bit? You did some good work.
Yeah, Arsenton hops down, runs over into the lava, and gets slightly bigger. Just feeding off of it. They happily play in this. They're doing the zoomies.
I pick up Scabatha's head.
Okay. Easy enough. You're able to collect their heads. There's a moment that passes the Hag's Coven, now utterly destroyed, having nowhere to flee to. Their plans foiled. The Witchlight Carnival no longer in any danger from them. And Zybilna now set free and able to repair her kingdom. And then you all hear right outside.
I don't think this is over yet.
I hope it is. I mean, I felt like I was gonna keel over. Now I feel like I could fight an army.
Yeah, Kel's gonna land next to this here, just kind of wrap them in a hug. I was so scared when you fell in the lava.
Yeah, these clothes aren't fireproof, so she's doing her best to keep everything up.
Arsenton, come back to Daddy. We'll go check it out.
I'll have the rope. She'll just head over to the share, like.
Change of clothes, change of clothes, change of clothes.
That's how you know it really is the final episode.
Go check out.
Shiny will walk up slowly to Sashir and just mutter and throw up a minor illusion of
Even better.
Emperor-style monk clothing, level.
As Cinder gets to the door, before she looks out, she looks back at the rest of the group. Shell, Zashir, did either of you see The rocking horse upstairs?
I wasn't looking.
Shell flies up.
You see a rocking horse just.
Shell holds hands out. Firebolt.
No!
Nope.
No, we want to take it back.
Okay. Just gonna go and try to.
Oh,
It's oh, why can't I remember the unicorn's name or the
Oh,
mate's
it's
name?
Lamorna. Yeah. Oh, Lamorna wanted her husband back. Her husband was named.
Nope, never saw any rocking horse.
Never saw. Um.
Got it somewhere.
Yeah. Her husband's name, her mate's name is Eladon.
Done. Yeah.
I'll go over to like.
And
If you
that,
bite me, I'm punching you.
the Uncle Costia has his horn.
hmm So yeah, Costa will fly up and just for the sake of it, put the horn sort of lance stowage side, but up touching along the side of the rocking horse.
There was a picture of this. If I can find this rocking horse. Doop 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 doop.
And then I will go in search of the sound.
All right. There is a little slot in the rocking horse where it looks like the horn can fit. There it is. Thank you.
Oh, so there is.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, I'll call for Sashir or go. Need some help. I can't quite reach.
Oh, sure. I'll come give him a hand.
Inserting the horn.
Yeah.
Right. Inserting the horn into this rocking horse. There's a moment where it pauses, and then you see the horn glow, and all of a sudden, this wooden rocking horse, and it begins to shift and change, and all of a sudden, it grows, glowing in a brilliant light, and you see another unicorn.
Ooh.
It's
then-
beard.
Yep, and then in telepathically in your head, you hear, "Oh, thank God, that's over."
Welcome back.
Thank you, heroes. Kind of like looks over and sees just these 3 hag heads that you all have collected. Well, I imagine I can guess what happened. I need to find my wife, if you don't mind. Where are we?
Gehenna.
Gehenna. Why Gehenna?
That's where
Well-
those stupid hags live.
They ran away from us, so we kind of had to come and find them to remove their heads because we're kind of angry with them, but it's done now.
Well, I can teleport, but I can't plane shift.
We'll be getting a ride back shortly, hopefully.
Yeah, you can hitch a ride with us.
Oh,
I think
wonderful.
the ride is here. What is that thing?
Standing at the door.
Yes.
Don't bring the children.
Sorry, you see a hut. On chicken legs. And this hut just stands here.
Who's what again?
A moment passes, and this hut steps forward. And then lowers itself on its legs to the point where the legs disappear underneath it. And there is a small door on the front of it. And it just goes and opens.
Does anybody know what this is?
I was gonna go over to the door.
Looks like a hut on chicken legs.
Al is
It
going to scream
does.
internally.
Look like a hut on chicken legs.
Like
Like
the first girl to get murdered in a horror movie scream. Internal inside her head.
the adopted parent of a certain young female mage.
Yeah, that's probably Baba Baba Yaga's hut.
Oh, is that good or bad? I don't want to fight
Good.
more.
Good, I think,
I-
but be on her best behavior.
I think it's good.
Her liqueur, so well known. The best.
You mentioned that to her, yes, yes.
I mean, this could be the way back that Zabilna promised. She is the daughter of the Baba Yaga,
Oh, that's
according
true.
to her tale.
Well, let's go say hello. Now it's gonna step out the tower.
I'll go first. Hey, does anybody still have their bean pods?
Yep.
I have them, yes. We should all have at least 3 each.
I would like to give them as a gift. You guys
That
don't
holds it
mind?
out?
Yep.
Not to the hut.
Yeah.
And I will go in.
All right. With the door opened, there is the smell of sweet, delicious apple pie. Just wafting, overpowering any of the sulfuric smell from the magma here as you all approach this hut.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Oh, it smells really good, but part of me is like, shouldn't eat it.
We'll do the absolutely unheard of thing, and we'll actually take off his hat and wipe his boots before going in.
All right. Entering inside, you see a nice, kind of like a shacky setup. There is a stove, and there's a woman bent over at it, reaching inside. Only not a woman. Hunched over, you see like through the cloth, the long spine from this woman. There's long hair that drapes down to the floor, and you see chicken claws from her toes just poking out from under her rags, and her long arms, very elongated arms, seem to have 2 different elbows as she reaches in this oven and pulls out a tray. And there are several pies that smell absolutely delicious. But she turns around and she smiles and says, "Welcome, it's about time."
About time for what?
Well, for me to pick you up, of course.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Before you leave, though, I'm curious. Are you here of your own accord? Or were you bidden?
Both?
We were asked to, but we were planning to anyways. So
Stop. No. Hag question. Answer it correctly.
we have came here willingly, yes.
Is that your final answer?
She's the
Yes.
Smart, she's the smart one.
Okay. She looks at you, Chell, and says, "Wonderful, you can stay forever."
Seems like that would go against what your daughter promised in that case.
It's alright, your friends can go back.
Oh no, that's not an option. We all go back.
Mhm.
You all go back. I mean, that doesn't seem very beneficial to me. Won't you try these pies?
Thank you for your hospitality, but we would like to go home first. If benefiting you is what you desire, we can offer you a trade.
I love trades. Well, here, let me, and she snaps her finger and, says, Charme, can you fetch, some plates? And, the door opens and you see, you see the witch, one of the witches that you met before and quickly beat the fuck up. She comes in and says, "Yes, it is the least I can do with after you've given me this unholy acting talent." And she swifts through the room and sets up plates and then promptly leaves. And Baba Yaga begins putting down slices of pies on each of these plates, and says, "Well, eat up first. You had quite the harrowing adventure with my daughters."
So, are we supposed to eat the food? Normally you don't eat Fey food.
I mean, I've been eating Fey food all my life.
I mean, so have I, but not when it's hot.
What's wrong with my pies? And she moves forward abruptly.
Nothing. I imagine your pie is the most delicious pie ever.
Yeah, she seems to sense the hesitation and moves forward. Her
Can I
arms
have
kind
one
of
that's
doing
a-
weird spider.
Can
Sorry,
I have one that's a little more overcooked? A little more crispy?
Cinder, she is staring at your hair where there's a little elemental, and she goes, "Oh, it's so adorable. I hope someday it's really destructive."
Me too.
Yes, absolutely. And there is some scorched pie there for you. But she then looks to everybody. It's like, all right, I'll take you to the Hall of the Thousand Doors as my daughter requested. The heads. May I see the heads?
I hold up the head that I have.
Hold up the head that I
my
have.
Poor daughters. What did you expect was going to happen when you started getting in a conflict with my dearest little Tasha? She always was your better.
Are these 3 an acceptable trade to get us back?
No, those belong to my daughter, by right.
Well,
I have a toad. And I hold out a mummified toad that I've had since the swamps.
This little thing. Give me a persuasion check.
Who's persuaded?
27.
27.
She takes the toad. She goes, licks it, and her tongue kind of like curls around it. Acceptable. She tucks it behind her ear.
It is a magic item.
Oh, I know. You all have so many things. It was actually an enjoyable little, what would you call it? It was entertainment watching you traipse around around Prismere. I was wondering how long it would take.
well, we got around, yes. Chell's gonna pull out the white chromatic rose. Do you need more trade to get us the rest away?
No, don't think so.
Okay.
Because if we're trading again, that means I have to give something else. Would you like something else?
No, this is acceptable. Thank you for your hospitality.
Oh, I mean, you did help my little Tasha after all. All right. Well, which door was it again? Yeah. If you all are done, enjoying the little my dishes, I will lead you to the Hall of Infinity Doors.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
And she spins around and begins to lead you. And she opens another door. Another interesting thing: inside the hut is significantly larger than what it appeared on the outside. But she opens another door and leads you down a hallway, and then stops and then opens another door and into another room, and then goes across this that room there, and in here you see a few various animals moving about. You see a hellhound playing with a blink dog, and the two of them see Baba Yaga, and they jump up and run over to her excitedly, and she gives them little scritches before continuing on her way. But she leads you into another hallway, and in this hallway, it goes on and on and on to the point where you cannot see further. And along this hallway are doors, constant doors. And she starts leading you down this hallway. And she leads you for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and continues. None of these doors seem to be marked. She's like, nope, that one's to the Nine Hells, that one's to, Eldritch Abomination in there. Here we are, Prismere. And she stops at a door and unlocks it, swings it open, and outside that door, you see flitting about various members of the Palace of Heart's Desire. Well, this is it.
Good, thank you again.
Thank you
Very
very much for
welcome.
your gracious assistance.
And she looks to Cinder and says, "Now I know your queen and I don't always see eye to eye. I am after all, the antithesis, but I respect a woman of power. You have a good day and take good care of those little fiery sprouts of yours." Looks to Chell and says, "Your father was an interesting person when I met him. In fact, I actually helped him keep an eye out on you. You have a good. Oh, by the way, would you like to experience the final transformation?"
What is the final transformation?
"Why, I can make you a very powerful hag."
Thank you for the kind offer, but I'm happy as I am currently.
"Disappointing. All right." And gives you a pat on the back. Looks to Zashir. Whoop. Did we lose someone?
The bot again.
The
bot.
Okay. Looks to Zashir and says, "And gives Zashir a pat and says, "I have a feeling you'd make a fine fae if you were one.
Well, if you're offering,
Are you willing to?"
it's better than what I have.
"Really?"
What kind of fae are we talking?
Oh, I was thinking maybe maybe a shadow entity, or maybe I could turn you into uh, a gangly, gnarly tree monster. You could terrify your foes and crush them under your roots.
Oh, hmm. I appreciate that, but no, not quite what I was hoping for.
Oh, all right. Well, you enjoy your time in Prismia as well, and then looks to Uncle Costa and says, "Hello, handsome."
Madam, you do me an honor.
He's such a lady killer.
And
Why?
he'll even walk forward and kiss her hand.
And she goes, "Oh, well, it's been a while since I've had. Are you sure you don't want to stay for second dinner?"
I wish I could, but there are family matters that I have to attend to. If I don't oversee the weddings, who knows what trouble they'll get into.
Oh, that's such a pity. All right. You enjoy your time in Prismir as well. It was wonderful meeting you all in person.
It was nice meeting you.
And
It was a pleasant experience meeting you.
she gives a long, terrifying wave with her elongated arm. And once you all are out, she shuts the door, and you are back in the palace.
I feel very satisfied with what we did.
As do I.
It's much better than how it could have been.
Let's get these heads back to Zabilna.
Yeah.
I have some training to get to, friends to visit.
I'm gonna say I was never more terrified than when I've met her.
I am curious. Everybody, just make me a wisdom save.
You did say wisdom, didn't you?
Yep.
Well,
26.
Oh wow!
Look at you go.
Yeah.
Last session.
If if she intended to impose her presence, Chell would have been the only one not stunned by fear. Could still be afraid, just not stunned. That is a terrifying ability she has.
About the only classical thing I can think of that's more frightening than Baba Yaga is Loviatar, the Finnish mother.
As you all begin to make your way throughout the palace, you see a lot of it's been restored already, but it's work. And as you enter, as you go in search of Zabilna, you enter through into her throne room, and you see two figures, the Lamia you had seen before, and you can hear her whispering to the two of them as she circles them and says, "And you remember meeting Zabilna, but finding no trace of the person you're looking for. When you return to Grazit, you will tell him this, and you will tell him that your search into Prismir was a dead end." And they're both standing there, and they say, "Yes, it was a dead end," in unison. "It's a shame we couldn't find her. Yeah, no trace, it seems. Oh, we better get back to our master then. And um, Zibono says, "Please allow me to offer you transport." And some fairies fly in carrying a mirror, and the two Lamia step through this mirror, vanishing on the other side.
Sort of watch it to the rest of the group. Well, it seems like that acorn didn't fall far from the tree.
Mhm.
I guess not.
She turns in your direction and says, "Ah, you're back. I sensed the departure of my sisters."
Yep. Hold one head up.
Lovely. She extends a hand to take the head. And the other two?
And Kostya will do a Wittgenstein circle as he pulls the final one out, just in case.
She chuckles and accepts it. And you hand over all the heads.
Yeah.
Yep. And she takes them, stuffs them in a bag, and says, "I'll enjoy tormenting them." Well, I promised you reward. Please follow me. And she begins leading you upstairs and down a hall. And once they're in a relatively secluded area, she stops at a door as she slides the key into it and then pauses. And without looking back, she says, "You all already know that I was once Natasha the Dark. This is dangerous knowledge to retain."
I mean, I don't need to tell anybody. It's fine.
As far as I'm aware, Savelna's a different person than Higuain or Natasha.
Exactly.
Names mean little to wolves and deer.
Well, it's a good thing that you all think so. And when she mentioned her true name, you saw her hair begin to turn black again, but when you reassure her, it fades back to white. Um, but she looks back and smiles and says, "It's time to find out what your heart's desire is." And she opens the door and steps inside.
Follow on.
Follow
On in too.
Inside the room, it is vastly empty except for a single mirror in the center, and it is of course very decorated in the sense with designs and everything, but the mirror is the single only furnishing in here. And she steps forward and stands by the mirror and then says, "Which of you would like to go first?"
Oh, I'll do it. I'll do it.
She smiles and gestures for you to stand in front of the mirror. And as you take your place, the mirror begins to shift and change. Your reflection in this mirror turning, and you see yourself again, but not as you were. Tell me, what is the ideal fairy that we see in the other side of this mirror?
Very much like full on fairy princess. Probably like if Titania had copyright on her own appearance, it would be like very matching that. But large butterfly wings, long vibrant hair, unearthly eyes, just the very much keeping Zashir's appearance, but everything's much more elongated and fey-like. It would be what her perfected self-image would be, and why she does not want to return to the material plane. She wants to be something different, and so to her, this is her perfect self.
And seeing this reflection in the mirror, Zabilna begins to whisper magic incantation. You feel your wish coming over you. The rest of you see butterfly wings sprout from her back, her ears elongating, eyes brightening. The very brightness of the Feywild infusing what was already starting to affect, but accelerating the process with your exposure into the Feywild. And you see Zashir Pashar, the fairy.
Woo, I got wings, and she flutters around.
Oh, wow.
Like what you see?
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very Fey-like.
Yeah. Charles just stammering and nodding and blushing and yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, good.
Who's next?
Charles gonna place a hand on the back of Uncle Costello, just give him a shove.
Oh dear boy, this beauty before age.
Charles, step forward.
You step in front of this mirror and you see the reflection in it begin to shift, and you see another figure appear in the mirror holding your hand, and that figure is Zashir. You also see a third figure kind of poke its head up from behind you, a very unsettling, smiling figure before that image begins to shift and change. And then this figure steps up as the transformed might that had been following you through this whole journey, time jumping this entire time, fades away. And in its place, you see a very, very old beard all the way down to the feet, hat with a wide brim, very weary traveler, standing behind you in the mirror as you hold Zashir's hand.
Aw, look at you with your heart's desire. She's gonna hug Chell from.
I knew I needed to marry you two. I've been saying it all along.
Does this mean we get to be both be queens now?
I guess so.
Well, good. I can make sure you don't get assassinated.
Shall I enact a charm on Zashir for you? Or are you already... She's a fairy.
Heart freely good. Heart freely given is better than a heart charmed.
Suppose.
Yeah, anything I offer her for her to eat, she's going to be trapped, so you don't have to worry about it.
You see her, you see her chuckle, and she says, "Well, I can do something about the other one." And you all see the actual form of this mite appear, and now everyone else isn't the only one who sees this creature smiling at Chell.
The hell
constantly
is that?
from across the room.
He was kind of always following around.
Nah, I never saw him.
And she goes,
Kid.
"Oh, my mother's work," and then snaps her fingers and undoes the curse, and you see that that very old, very gray-skinned form, gray-skinned with a very long beard, long brimmed hat. It's been a long time since I felt this body. And just kind of sits down.
Finally, the sweet release of death.
Hi, Dad. I guess you've always been around.
Child. I've been keeping an eye on you as best as I can. Made the unfortunate mistake of not watching my words when I asked Baba Yaga that I could follow you through time, so you might see my smile.
What?
Yeah, a lot of time I saw the surprising smile of my father as an imp.
Well, your mother lived on Toril, but I came from another world entirely. Um, I can give you the details later.
I like that a lot.
And he just gives a deferential bow to Zabilna, who in turn looks to the rest of you. Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
You step in front of the mirror, and inside the reflection, excuse me, the reflection shimmers again, and sorry, excuse me, and you see another figure step to one side of you. It looks like maybe a little bit older version of Sophie, healthy and no longer undead. But she's clad in armor similar to yours, and falling up behind you as Arsenton kind of like pokes up from your shoulder. Instead, in the mirror, you see a larger version of them, and if a fire elemental could wear armor, they would. But instead, this elemental takes on vaguely as close to shape to you as it can manage. Um, uh, and uh, and there are and there the three of you are standing. And Zabilna looks at this reflection and says, "Another Archfey has rights to you, so I can't impose my will upon that. However, I might be able to offer gifts to your would-be knights."
I would like that.
And she gives a nod. Um, and she actually extends her hand and says, "If I might see Snickersnack."
Oh, I'm sorry.
And she takes the great sword and turns away from you all and just carves through space before setting the sword to the side with one hand on it. She reaches into this little pocket dimension um, and pulls out a nicely ripped pack. Um, and as she turns around, she offers it to you and says, "Equipment to get your new squire started. Magical equipment."
They take it.
May the Summer Queen smile on you.
And you as well.
And then she looks to the last member of the party.
Who's
Take
going
the
to turn to
last.
the rest of the party and say, well, I have to say that it's been a wonderful 9 3/4 minutes.
Hmm.
And I wouldn't trade an hour of it for the world.
I can give you the world for an hour of that time.
But I think I know where my heart truly lies, he says, and with holding one hand each with Shiny and Wolfie, will step up in front of the mirror.
You step up in front of the mirror, and as you look into it, about that, as you look into the mirror, you see yourself traveling with these two companions by your side. And as you're walking, you step into what appears to be a wedding party, and everyone welcomes you, and you drink, and you have fun, and you make merry, and we see you walking again, traveling with these companions, and again, another party. And this continues, and it seems that your luck is just inextricable as you continue to find merriment everywhere you go, bringing it, enjoying it. And we see that again, even when you return to the Witchlight Carnival or to Prismere even, you always seem to arrive just as the party gets started. And Sibilna whispers another incantation and says, "It's done. You've been given that gift."
And yet, no party shall ever exceed the excitement of what we shared.
This has been an adventure of a lifetime.
What a great trip we've been on.
Your names have all been entered into my register, so you are able to open and close any of the doors of the palace. You know there are multiple portals here and back, but you are welcome in Prismere whenever you deem fit to return.
I think we've all made friends here. I'm sure we'll all be back.
The Witchlight Carnival is no longer under the influence of my sisters, and will be protected for as long as I maintain control of my realm, which is going to be eternity. You all are free to travel its reaches, come and go as you please. You've done me and my realm a service.
I do feel as though we need a revenge match on the snails.
Cinder looks confused.
Oh, did you not get to see the snail rides? Yeah, no. Where do you think Happy came from?
I assumed you, like all of the other animals we picked up, you found it along the way.
Technically
Oh.
correct, but
Yes, but
he's gonna come back and be part of the snail races, and I'm the snail racing champion, if you believe it.
I've seen your prowess. I believe it.
I'm quite talented. dare say even more so now.
Isabella does look to Chell one last time and says, "Your would-be kingdom."
Right, the Bullywog village. Look, downpour.
They won't be under the influence of my sister any longer. Technically, you do have the mantle from the Witchlight Carnival. Even if you've burnt out its magic, that mantle remains. So, you remain queen of that village, even if it is a smaller outreach to my kingdom. Your kingdom will be paying tribute to mine.
I would have it any other way.
She looks out to everyone and says, or glances to Constantine briefly and says, "Well, there is a celebration getting started, so feel free to participate." And with that, she kind of turns around and opens the door once again. And once more, you see the busyness of everyone outside. There's pixies flying around. There's little demon little dretches being escorted away, and there's you see a large giant Fomorian um, talking it up with a Cyclops. You see Lamorna and her mate standing together, and as this scene begins to conclude, we see uh, a massive cake being rolled out as several different fairies of various types begin to set up a feast. Is there any other scene anyone wants to have?
Um, assuming that they're in the watering pool, Cinder will go through the mirror. I'm guessing it'll transport us there. And she's going to offer the bean pods to the dryad.
You do this, and she happily she accepts it, but the moment she sees you, she throws her arms around you and says, "You're back."
Yes. And I think she looks at the place where they killed the mummy lord. I think I'll be staying.
Oh, you can stay as long as you like.
Got a family to grow.
Oh, is that so?
Yep.
And there's a wry smile on her lips, but she kind of she's doing the thing a dryad does. You feel her fingertips kind of like tracing along your sides, and says, "Well, I can welcome you officially. I'm all healed."
Give me a minute. She takes Arson 10 and takes him over to Sophie and why don't you guys enjoy yourself for a little while?
Sophie goes, "Aw," and turns around and walks away. Carrie's will move away with the your other children.
And then I'll go back. Like the fire has like died down. Like usually she wears like her fire, but she doesn't. She doesn't want to burn the tree.
Yeah. And she steps you, or she takes you back behind her newly grown tree, and it is a fade to black scene. Would anyone else like a scene?
I'm good.
Kostya's happy.
Elle is happy. She's with her love, and she has her father to talk to later.
All right. And so, as the camera pans upward, the credits start to roll, and you all have saved Prismere and the Witchlight Carnival. This has been The Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Thank you, everybody.
Yay.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Honestly,
thank you. That was an awesome story.
best campaign I've ever been a part of.
I'm happy to have run it for you. When this book came out, I was like, this was made for me.
We all survived.
We all survived.
We did.
Very, very narrowly, but we did.
Oh man, I did add a lot to it, or changed a lot of it. Like there were some things in there that I just didn't like, but I love this game. I loved running this game because like a lot of the stuff was like you could have found a giant owl, for example, like a massive owl. Actually, I think there's a picture of it. Let me show you the pictures.
Let's see.
Let's show the pictures that we didn't get to see. Handouts. Magic item.
Double shot.
Features.
I mean,
Here
I
we
think
go.
we had enough animal companions by the end. Between animal companions and human companions.
Just look at this though. Look at that.
Fuck.
That Jabberwock is
Oh wow!
Yeah. Yeah, you could have gotten a ride on this giant owl and had an aerial battle with the Jabberwock.
Oh.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you risk getting eaten out by the giant owl. You have to.
Wang Shitong is kind of a dick, so it's okay.
Yeah. But there's that one. Let's see. I already showed most of them to you, but
Wherever this guy.
there's this guy or girl. That is the Cyclops' true love.
For Gale.
Let's see what else we got here. Oh, I should have showed you this one to you. House of Heart's Desire, when it's in shambles.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wherever this thing is.
Whatever this thing. Oh, it's Thinnings, the butler. Yeah.
We never found the butler.
You never found the butler.
Yep.
You could have met Beauty and the Beast utensils.
Oh man, that'd have been awesome.
Yeah,
that
Chelsea
was-
can. She's animated objects.
Oh, that just needs the Disney soundtrack in the background. Be our guest.
It's just a butterfly.
Right.
It was that wizard guy we didn't fight.
Yeah, that wizard guy you didn't fight. No, he thought he could blackmail Zidona. That
And just
ill
fuck you.
conceived.
That's just wizard pride over.
Yeah, that's Mercy on. You actually freed her.
Somebody here named Wrinkle Run.
Oh yeah, that was the old wizard. Part of Valor's Call.
Oh no.
You never met this guy.
With the bug thingies.
Oh yeah, here's the guy we punked into not fighting.
Yeah.
These are all important Greyhawk people.
They all come from different
I
worlds
like that
too.
shield.
He is a cool shield.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the one shield from Avernus.
Kinda, yeah, that's what it kinda
This
reminded me.
Well,
totally
or
normal
the
celestial
whole
shield.
the whole Baldur's Gate kind of
Baldur's Gate vibe.
yeah. The amount of callbacks I've sort of just been picking up on over the last year has just been super cool.
They did a really nice love letter to old editions with this one.
Yeah.
Credits. Except there's the first ones that show up are the cast. Speaking of, hey everyone, do you want to give your own little shills?
Do it
Oh.
now. It's time to go.
I think just generally I have to say kudos to the whole group for just barely scraping by the skin of our team.
So close, he almost died so many times.
So many times.
So many times.
Well, that Jabberwocky fight, I think I went unconscious like 5 times.
That was what I was just so sorry to miss. It was just reality, but no, that was especially since I think I was the one that actually went far enough in to alert the Jabberwock that we were there.
You were, yes.
Left you with the fight.
Yeah.
But even just going back to the very first, I forget, was it Hither that we first came into?
Mm-hmm.
There was the first place, yeah.
Yes.
And we had that that fight coming off the wall or the walkway, where if it hadn't been for the fact of randomly rolling up or beneficent DM providing the wandering in, we would have been like, that would have been it.
Oh, goddamn snakes.
There are a number of encounters that you can run into. The Wandering Inn is one of my favorites.
Cal now takes pot shots at the tower every now and then. She remembers the snakes.
And of course, that dastardly rabbit bandit.
Oh, the heron guns, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn them.
Yeah, there's some fun backstory to that one, but it's one of those things where you don't really find out about it. Basically, he pissed Zybilna off, so she because he was stealing from her subjects, so she nailed his scarf to a tree, because he refused to turn over his scarf as punishment. So she cursed him so that he could never take it off, and then nailed it to a tree, and then told the tree to grow as high as it could. And then the Hag Coven took over, and he got loose. Still couldn't take off his scarf, though.
Yeah, I really wanted that scarf.
Yeah, it would have been good. Alrighty, well, I guess we're going to call it there then. Y'all have a great night, and stay tuned for whatever it is we decide to do for the remaining Thursdays.